All right. Hey, everyone. It's Joshua Jordan, and I've got Edward Menendez here on the call from Scottsdale, Arizona. He's been through our program, and he's been hired. And enough about the intros. Edward, tell everyone a little bit about your background before getting into Prehired.
Yeah, so I was working at a local call center here. So I was doing that for 5 years, and I was just getting sick and tired of it, and came across Prehire actually on Facebook, and it sounded too good to be true, so I kind of just clicked on it, see where I could poke holes in it, and it's kind of fun with it. I like finding scams online, so it was kind of a little bit of that. But then the more I got into it, I was like, we might have something here. So yeah, I mean, I just followed it, and long story short, I mean, I have a new job, and I'm loving it, so way better than where I was at before.
Man, all right. So I'm going to break that down because everyone wants to know what happened throughout that whole period. So
Yeah.
you had a background in a little bit of call center sales. You knew that you wanted to do something more. Why did you even consider Prehired? What was it that got your attention about what we were doing? And then eventually what led you to really transition into, I need this for myself?
Well, I've always wanted to be in software sales. This is going to sound really cheesy, but we watched this those HG home buying shows on TV?
Yeah.
We're like, oh, the wife does this and the husband, he's in software sales, and they're buying this, $500,000 house. I'm like, I need to get into that. But I didn't know how to get into that. I really had no idea. And then, like I said, I came across the pre-hire. And I just looked into it, and I really liked what I saw. I was kind of hesitant, like I said at first, but that's the reason why I wanted to get into it.
You know what? I'm putting you on the spot now. I wasn't planning to ask this, but you said you were hesitant, so now I'm going to put you on the spot. What was it that made you hesitant, and then what changed for you to book that call and then to go ahead and just sign up?
I was hesitant just because of the money, putting something out of pocket, not knowing what's going to happen. Is this going to work? Am I going to lose my money? I don't know what's going to happen. What really got to me is I watched a lot of testimonial videos, and then again, I was still skeptic, so I went on their profiles. I'm like, are these guys paid actors, or are these real people? So it turns out they're real people, so that got me there. And then what sealed the deal was it was just a money-back guarantee. Do what you got to do, and if it doesn't work, then you're going to get your money back. So I said, what do I have to lose? I'm just going to work and see what happens.
Man, I love that you were like, are these real people that Josh is talking to when he does these interviews? And now you're one of the people.
Yeah, I know, right?
I love that. And man, I love that you did your research, and we encourage that too. So for anyone that hasn't had a chance to talk to any of us on call, when you're talking to our team, we're like, do your research. But the thing is, if you're for real about this, make a decision. Like, don't have regrets. And ultimately, the thing is, it is a money-back guarantee, and whenever someone brings that up, I have to make a really quick segue because, guys, listen to this video. It is a money-back guarantee. The only time you will not get a refund, okay, because I have principles on running sales teams, and the same thing with our members. We got their back for life. We got all these things that I was telling Edward about outside of the call that we're doing in the future because it's lifetime membership. But, guys, if you really try and you follow our systems and it doesn't work, if you're one of the 4% that just doesn't work for because of fluke or whatever, bad, you're in a small city that just has no jobs, whatever. We're going to get you your money back because that's like nothing for us to refund 4% of people because it didn't work. But here's the thing. If you're one of the people that don't have a great attitude, you're not willing to put in some work, it doesn't take a lot of time. Edward, back me up. How long did it take you, maybe to complete everything in the program? 40, 50? How many hours was it for you?
Let's see. It took me about a week to actually go through the material, and then actually applying what I've learned. It was about a 2-week process, so about 3 weeks total.
Okay, so not that much time at all. 3 weeks, you're able to get results. So, guys, if you're willing to put in a little bit of time to get a great career, it doesn't work. We're going to know whether you're not doing the program or not because we give you free software that's synced into our system so we can see who's doing the stuff, who's not. If you do it, don't get results, you get a refund. If you don't do it, you get no refund. We do not reward behavior that's just like, I'm going to do this and then not ever implement it. Because I fire salespeople when they don't do what I ask and they don't get results. So as a salesperson follows my instruction but doesn't get results, that's my fault as a manager because I need to build the system better and try to figure out what's the problem because it's not the person, it's the system. But when a person or a sales manager tells you what to do and you don't do it, you don't get results, fired. And with our system, you don't get fired, you don't work for us, but you don't get a refund. So guys, it is what it is. But thanks for mentioning that, Edward. Now, in the program, what are some things that stuck out that you liked a lot or something that just you really thought was so cool that you had no idea that was going to be in there?
Well, the biggest thing it was probably LinkedIn. I didn't even have a LinkedIn before this. I didn't really understand it. I just thought it was what business people do other than Facebook. I really had no idea. And then once I learned about it, I'm like, whoa, I've been missing out on this whole time, you know? So that was a really big thing. And then just all the other tools, everything just is like a little puzzle piece, and you put everything together and it's like, boom, there it is. So yeah.
That's science-based sales, building your own
Yeah.
sales funnel from the ground up. And you were able to do that. And what's some of your numbers and what were some of the results you got earlier? Like after you went through the program, you built your own sales funnel using our system. What were some of the results you got?
So actually, everybody, I got 100% view my emails, and then 60% of those replied to me. And
Time out, 60% response rates.
Response rate, yeah. 60.
Insane, guys. Yeah. Like literally, how awesome would that be? And these are companies that you want to work for. We need to make a point to say this. This is not just like bottom of the barrel, Indeed, Craigslist crap that you've applied for. These are companies you've targeted that you're like, I want to work there. 6 out of 10 of them said, let's talk a little bit. Right? Yeah. That's okay. Now keep on going.
Yeah, no, I was really picky. I didn't want to just start applying like crazy. So I was really picky, and I was surprised it was working so fast. I was expecting this to take so much longer, and yeah, I mean, it's really cool, 60%. And then I got to pick the top 2 that I wanted to get really serious with, and I ended up going to one that I just stood out the most to me. And yeah.
And what was that? Go ahead and you can do a shameless blurb of where you're going to work in case someone is a client potentially for you could be watching.
Yeah. So I'm working at Hivewire in Scottsdale, Arizona. So it's it's awesome. It just stood out. They're different, and I felt that I'm different, and we just meshed that way. Yeah. So.
Awesome. And last thing I'm going to ask, I like to ask everyone this is, you've been in the program now, you've been hired, you got great results, better than you expected.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone who's been watching these videos, maybe like you were watching to see if we were real people or not, and watching your emails and all that stuff, but they're still on the fence. What advice do you want to give to them about Prehired in this program?
Well, I would say just go for it. I mean, you're not really moving forward, just sitting there thinking about it. We talked about, getting your money back if you do the work. So just jump in, do the work, do what's told of you, and trust the system. I mean, invest in yourself, and it's going to pay out. It's one of the best things I've done in the last few years. I mean, I'm really happy. I tell all my friends, I've had friends looking for jobs for months, and I do this for 2 weeks, and I'm like, yeah, well, I went through a special program, so that's why.
Man, Edward, thanks for sharing your story. Yeah. It's been great catching up with you, and pumped to just catch up with you too in 3 or 4 months when we bring back everyone to get updates and mentor some of the other younger members we have.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah.